Hello and welcome to Grammar Bites. In this lesson, we will learn about comment adverbs. Generally used at the beginning of a sentence, comment adverbs help us comment about the sentence we are going to say. Some of the most frequent comment adverbs and their meanings are as follows. Actually, meaning in fact. Amazingly, it's amazing that. Apparently, it looks like that. Basically, mainly. Clearly, it's clear that. Hopefully, I hope that. Luckily, it's lucky that. Personally, in my opinion. Obviously, it's clear that. Sadly, it is said that. Surprisingly, it is surprising that. Unfortunately, it is unlucky or it is unfortunate that. The first comment adverb we will talk about is actually, which means in fact or to tell the truth. Is it necessary to have a good degree to be successful? Actually, it's not. People like Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs dropped out of college. Do you eat healthy food only? Actually, I don't. I eat everything in moderation. Do you like your own films? Actually, I've never watched one. Amazingly and surprisingly have similar meanings, but when we use amazingly, what we didn't expect turns out to be a good thing. When we say surprisingly though, the surprising thing can be a good or bad thing. Let's see some examples. Mary couldn't practice enough for the marathon. Yet, surprisingly, she came in first. We can also say, Mary couldn't practice enough for the marathon, yet amazingly, she came in first, because this is a positive result. Let's look at another example. Surprisingly, people are reading less in the information era. However, amazingly, people are reading less in the information era would be a wrong sentence. Because this is not a positive thing. Apparently, clearly, and obviously have the same meaning. They all mean that something is clear. Let's see some examples. The weather is freezing cold these days. Apparently, it's going to snow soon. Jim wasn't nervous about the exam at all. Clearly, he studied well. Obviously, she loved the gifts. She played with them all day. After we use basically in a sentence, we mention the most important point. Let's see some examples. The students in my class have similar grades, but basically, girls score better in the writing exams than boys. The ingredients in the salad may change based on the season. Basically, you put any fresh green vegetables in it. Animals and humans are actually very alike. Basically, they need the same things. Hopefully means I hope that, while luckily means it is or it was lucky that. It is safe to say that hopefully mostly refers to the actions that will happen in the future. Let's see some examples. I missed my flight. Hopefully there is another flight today. This sentence means I don't know if there is another flight, but I hope so. I missed my flight. Luckily there is another flight today. Means I know there is another flight and I feel lucky about that. I will miss you. Hopefully, we will see each other again soon. This means I don't know if we will see each other again, but I hope so. I will miss you. Luckily, we will see each other again soon. This means we have a plan to see each other again soon, and I feel lucky about that. Sadly and unfortunately mean the same thing. We use them when something bad or unlucky happens. Let's look at these examples. We wanted to have a picnic today. Sadly, it has been raining since the morning. Unfortunately, I burnt your favorite t-shirt. Sadly, I will celebrate the new year alone. Jim wants to travel abroad this summer. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any money. Personally means, in my opinion, to me, this is what I think, and so on. Here are some examples. Personally, I think dolphins are the cutest animals. Some people think social media is harmful. Personally, I believe it can be helpful. Most people would say football is manly. Personally, I say women can play it just as well. Over to you. There is a link below for practice. Have a good day.